What is up? How's it going? Ben Gothard here, founder and CEO of Gothard Enterprise and author of COA 20. We wanted to do a little video because we were getting together to do a little bit of a workshop, and we got to talking after a while, and we were really talking about how difficult entrepreneurship can be, and how it can just wear you down, and how if you don't have people to talk to and confide in, that it's difficult, right? So, Chris, maybe you could start us off. How important is it for you to be able to talk to people and confide in them about your entrepreneurship journey?
Personally, I think this is going to be one of the most helpful things that anybody can do in life, not just in business, but also in life, relationships and everything. Once you can really get those things off your chest, both successes and failures and all the things you're currently and have gone through in your life, once you get them things off your chest and speak to people like these two, Benny G and Papa J, things become much, much easier, and it kind of just clarifies a lot of the processes and the challenges that you are going through, and just clears a lot of stuff up.
Absolutely. So, JM, on your journey, having been doing this for about a year, a little bit more than a year now, what can you say to the whole point of confiding in others, talking about your problems with other people, and just laying it all out there?
Sure. Yeah. So at the end of the day, like, a lot of entrepreneurship, it feels like a solo journey. I have a full-time job and I'm trying to build something on the side, and most of that time is just me in the room by myself, just grinding, right? And I'm 23, so I sit there and I'm saying, I'm putting all this work in, but I feel like I'm doing it alone, and all these emotions build up, and you get confused, and you think, am I doing the right thing? So I don't know how it happened, but just now we had a spill sesh where it just came out, and I just told them, like, I'm confused, I don't know, is this right? And I just laid it out there, and I feel so much better. They gave me some extremely good advice, because you need those people who are you get so caught in the moment that you can't even see the way out. You need people who are on the outside who can look in and be like, dude, you're doing what you got to do, relax. So without them, I'd be freaking out right now,
So,
what about you, bro?
Well, I truly think that being able to talk to people and to really confide in others is it's a blessing. I'm not even a religious guy, but it is truly something that we should be thankful for, is to have people in our lives that we can talk to. Besides these two gentlemen who are not only extraordinarily handsome, but also very, very intelligent and great entrepreneurs, but, somebody like my dad, like, I'll always go and talk to him, and I'll just, tell him what's going on, and to be able to go and talk to somebody honestly and openly, and to truly be able to trust them, and to know that you're not going to be judged. If you're struggling to find those people that you can truly trust, well, first of all, let's talk about that. What sort of people do y'all look for when you're trying to confide in somebody? Dan, maybe you could start on this one.
I feel like the two ways to go about this are either finding people who've done it already, or people who are going through it currently. The people who've done it already, in this instance, it's kind of like Chris. He has done it, he's built a business, and it's successful. So I can go to him and say, dude, like, I'm learning, I'm going, like, have you dealt with this, and if so, how'd you handle it? And there's other people who are doing their thing, but they're going through it with you, and Ben and I are kind of similar in this, where we're both going through this, and so I can come to him and I can say, dude, I'm going through this right now, what do you think? Like, have you faced this same thing? And most of the time he's like, dude, I've done the exact same thing. And so that way you have two different perspectives that you can really balance.
Absolutely. Chris, what about you, man?
I personally like to speak to as many people as I possibly can, both friends and family, until I find the right person that is suitable for me to talk to. When I feel 100% confident in someone that if I can spill the hardest thought and emotion to someone, and get a good reaction, a positive reaction, and a question back to myself to help me with that, then that's where I know that I found that perfect person, just like these two grown girls, to speak to. So if you can really pour your heart out in life, relationships, and in business, whatever you're going through, the people who are going to react positively and understand everything you said, then that's a great match.
Absolutely. Now, there are a few different types of people that I would recommend to look for, right? There's people that you can talk to and they'll support you. They'll say, hey, whatever you're going through, you've got this, I'm always here for you. It's kind of more fluffy, but, sometimes you need it. The other people are the people who are going to give you the hard truth, right? And my favorite example of that is my dad. And he is the most loving person, but I know at the end of the day, if I ask him a question, there will be no bullshit. He will tell me straight up exactly what I need to hear in order to fix that.
And he has throughout the time that I've been here.
Oh, absolutely.
He's saying the truth.
I mean, at one point, he was telling me that I need to be more mature, and he pointed out, he's like, dude, you were doing this, this, and this, and that's just a sign of immaturity. And he's like, you're supposed to be an entrepreneur. You're supposed to be a leader in the community. He's like, that's not how you should act. And I was like, you're absolutely right. He was 100%
When Chrissy J goes home, it'll get a bit more serious.
Maybe, but at the end of the day, it is just so important to have those people who you can turn to, who you can trust, and who trust you, and to be able to speak without fearing judgment, and to be able to truly get some honest feedback, and to be able to confide in people. So, people, I love you. Let's build a better world together. Thank you.